What's up, guys? So today I got the WorkSharp MK.2 out, and I have a Benchmade mini Bugout, and I'm going to go ahead and try to refine this edge. This has a very usable cutting edge, but I want to sharpen up a little bit. All right, so this is one I've just been using a lot. Got a piece of paper here. You do a before and after. You can see it cuts. I mean, for the most part, it cuts. It's very, very usable edge, but zoom in, you can see how it's kind of grabbing and pulling those fibers of the paper up as it cuts. So this could definitely be better. It could be refined. All right, now normally I would spend some time maybe stropping it up. I don't think it's necessarily dull enough to actually have to sharpen, but it does need to be refined. So we have the MK2 with the purple belt, which is their fine belt. And we're gonna go ahead and just give this some work here. Now I want to do 20 degrees. So I put that up so we have 20 degrees on both sides. And again, this is an angled system, so all you have to do is go on both sides. Make sure your blade is up against these guides where the yellow part is. Okay, so as long as it's flat against there, you got to keep that consistent edge. So we do one side, come down, do the other side, and so forth. A couple passes on either side. All right, so I'm zoomed in here right now. It's a little bit difficult because I have to use the viewfinder. I want you to be able to see what's going on, but I obviously want to do a good job as well. So again, all you want to do is make sure that your blade is up against these guides, okay? Now, when I'm pushing on the guide, you don't want to use much pressure at all, because you could see I can actually push the guides out. Let me try the other side. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of shift this a little bit, so you're not really putting a lot of pressure. You're basically just resting it in there, all right, flat. Starting from the heel of the blade, moving towards the tip, okay, just like this on either side. All right, so here we go. I'll try a couple passes. Well, honestly, it seems like that's all we needed. So let's see. The other piece of paper. That is a heck of a better cut. Yeah, I mean, that's already way sharper than it was. Way more refined. So I mean, that's all it takes. It's really that simple. So far in using this, I will say that, like I said, there's a little flex in these guides. So when you're pushing this against, I mean, you're barely doing it. If you have to use 2 fingers to remind yourself of that, do that. Because if you're holding your full hand here and pushing, you might actually be changing that angle. Okay, the whole idea and concept behind this is that you have a preset angle there and it's consistent. All right, so yeah, that's it's pretty cool. I'm very impressed by it. Nice. Work the full edge of the knife. Because of this relief cut that's at the base of the blade, you can come all the way down in this particular model. Might be a little bit harder with some other knives that obviously, you know, as you get to the base of the blade, the grind kind of widens out. It's just how it is, you know. Sometimes higher end knives have some kind of a blade choil or some design that's going to allow for your actual sharp edge to end abruptly like that and not transition into, you know, the ricasso or the base of the blade that's not sharpened. So yeah, I mean, it's really that simple. Okay, that's the advantage, obviously, of having a powered system, an electric, you know, wheel system with belts and stuff. It's essentially a tiny belt sander. All right, so it makes very quick work of what normally may have taken a half an hour, you know, to really just kind of refine and strop up, maybe even use some fine stones or something like that. There's no real setting up with this machine, which is really nice. You know, like when you have the angled systems, it's like, okay, well, you take your system out. Okay, now you got your guide rods, and you got to screw this in and clamp that down. And okay, now I'm going to do a couple passes. Then you flip it over, do a couple passes. All right, now I got to try it out. No, this is like, I plugged it in. Okay, I mean, let me unplug it. It doesn't accidentally turn on. But this entire thing locks back, right, for storage. So it's small. So you basically take it out of your box, undo the cord, right, click it open, put it on the table, plug it in, pull the trigger. You know, okay, I'm done. You know, compact piece again, wind up your cord, and you're good to go. So I mean, like, it's such a fast, simple thing. That's what people love about it. But because it is fast, it will take metal off fast, especially if you use, you know, the higher grit, lower grit belts that's taking off more metal. All right. So yeah, if you haven't seen other videos on this, the purple belt is the fine, and then we have other belts here. I have them off the side. We got the red belt, which is the medium grit, and then we have where is it here? The green belt, which is the coarse. Okay. So yeah, just depends on how much steel you're trying to take off there and how quickly you're trying to sharpen. In this case, because we already had a knife that was sharp, we just wanted to really smooth out that edge and make it, you know, because as I'm using a knife, I'm cutting different things, and maybe one little section got a little bit, you know, marred up or a little bit bent on the edge. Like on a microscopic level, you can't see any bends, but if you look under a microscope, you know, or even like a, I don't know, 10x magnifying glass or something, and you get the light right on that angle, you'll see flat spots. And that flat spots are just from hitting harder materials. So you have a knife that's essentially usable. It's totally fine. Would have cut cardboard just fine, but now it's actually really sharp. Okay, and that's what you want. You always want to maintain a knife and have it really, really sharp. The sharper it is, the safer it is. And when you want to cut stuff, the easier it is. All right. So that is it for now. Just a quick little demo on touching up a blade. But just really impressive. I like this machine. So that's all. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you have this, let me know down in the comment section what you think of yours. But I'll be doing some more work with this in the future, you know, in different types of projects, because there's all different types of blades with all different types of edge conditions. That's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.